Hey, I don't know how to start this video, to be honest with you. I wanted to have like a catchy like hook or something, and I got nothing. So here's 5 things I'm gonna do to improve for the new year. All right. Okay. The first one is the most basic one. It's what everybody's gonna tell you. It's a vision board. I know, you hear it all the time. Vision board, vision board, vision board. Okay, but seriously, they work. Okay. They totally do. Like, I had a vision board last year and I have completed 90% of my vision board, and that's great. The way I do vision boards is I usually use my computer. I know some people like to use like physical things, like take magazine photos and put it on a poster or something. You can do that too, but you want to make sure that you see your vision board every single day. You want to constantly be looking at it. You want to constantly be reminded of what you want to do, what you want to accomplish, what you want to add into your routines and things, and new habits you want to build. You constantly want to see it every single day. So if you are making like a physical poster or something, make sure you can physically see it every single day, okay? I put mine on my computer and I make it my wallpaper, so every time I open my computer, I see it, kind of thing. Now, I'm going to show you a vision board of kind of what my vision boards usually look like, but I'm not showing you my actual vision boards, and I'll tell you why in a second, okay? So this is an example of mine. I love using like Pinterest versus Google. I think if you really want an aesthetic looking electronic vision board, use Pinterest, okay? You'll thank me later, all right? I also like to put little words in of things that I want to include in my life, not just pictures. So I put like gratitude, positivity, discipline, like that kind of thing. And obviously you just want to put photos of things that you want to incorporate in your life. And this can be literally anything. It can be eating healthier, it can be cooking more, it can be working out, it can be budgeting, meditating, waking up early, all those kind of things that I put on here. It can be anything. Whatever you want to include in your life, put it in your vision board. And it can be something as small as waking up early, or something as big as starting a new business or something. You know what I mean? So make it personal, make it cute, you know, make it fun. Have a little fun with it, okay? Make life fun, okay? And the reason why I'm not sharing my own vision boards is because although I do like to encourage people to make goals and improvements and things in their life, I also think it's really important not to share a lot of those goals and things in your life. And I'll let you know why, okay? First of all, it can add pressure, okay? So if you're constantly telling people, I'm gonna do this year, and I'm gonna go do this year, and I'm gonna do this and whatever, it adds pressure because now those people are expecting you to actually do those things. So now it's like, okay, if I don't do those things in a certain amount of time, then people are gonna be asking me about it. And it's just gonna add pressure, and just, we don't want that, okay? I'm out of breath. Ugh. Okay, second thing is your goals can change. Okay, so if you're telling people I wanna be a chef this year or something, or I wanna go to school, and you decide, oh, that's actually not what I wanna do, then you have to tell these people, I'm not actually doing that, and it just makes them, it's like, words. It's you, again, you're kind of setting them up to have these expectations over you, and if those expectations change, it just adds like an awkward, like, I don't know, it's just weird. Just don't do it. I mean, do what you want, but like, whatever. Also, it exposes you to negative feedback. So let's say that if someone doesn't agree with your goals or thinks your goals are unattainable, they're gonna let you know, and it's gonna make you question yourself because these people don't have the same perspective that you do, or have the same, I don't know, ambitions as you, and because of that, they're gonna put their self-limiting beliefs onto you and make you question your own dreams and your own goals. And why would you want to do that? Why would you want to do that? No. And obviously when it comes to things like, you know, small habits you want to change, or, you know, like small things like that, it's not as big as a deal as, you know, your career or what you want to be doing in a few years, and like big things. I mean, habits aren't that bad, because obviously, like, if you tell someone I want to work out this year and you don't, whatever, but like, you get what I'm saying, okay? Next thing, along with making new goals, I think that it's important for people not just to focus on making new goals for the new year. I think we should be doing this stuff like every single month, and that's what I do. Is every single month I come up with new goals or new habits that I want to include in my life, and I apply it every single month. So it's not just something that you're doing to improve your life one year, you're doing it every single month now. So now you're using 12 times a year of you trying to improve your life and improve your habits and improve your stuff. And it just makes it a lot more influential. It makes it a lot more faster. It makes it a lot more, works better that way. And you can keep yourself more disciplined in that way and constantly reminding yourself what you wanted your goals to be. And by reminding yourself every month instead of just doing it once a year, you'll better hold yourself accountable for those goals and actually see a difference in you actually achieving them. Okay, along with that, making goals and stuff, this has been heard all over the internet. I've seen countless people talk about this, is making like a month, a year, a 3-year, and a 5-year plan. Okay, and I know that sounds excessive. It sounds also like intimidating to think about what you want to be doing in 5 years and like having no idea. But truly and honestly, just sit with yourself and picture how you want your life to look like in 5 years. Whether it be you moving somewhere else, or you indulging in a certain career, or you participating in a new hobby or something. It can be anything. So by having those kind of visions and those kind of goals for 5 years, you can break it down into smaller goals throughout your life. So that instead of thinking about, okay, this is what I want to do in 5 years, how am I going to attain that? You kind of split it into smaller goals to the point where you could be like doing something to achieve that every single day, if that makes sense. So let's say, for example, in 5 years, you want to be running your own business. Okay, let's say you have a business plan, but obviously you need to take certain steps to get there. So let's say, okay, in 5 years I want to have a business. So in 3 years, I want to be able to have that business started and have, I don't know, let's say like a website for it and da-da-da-da-da. So in 1 year, I want to be able to have my LLC. I want to have my EIN number. I want to have the main business goal or the main business idea already made up. That kind of thing. So you could start by saying now, okay, I should be coming up with the idea and the product and how I want to market it and blah, 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 blah. That kind of thing. You know what I mean? So just taking your goals, splitting them up, and being able to kind of focus on little details of that goal to be able to work yourself towards the big thing in the end. I really hope this is making sense. I feel like, I don't know. I feel weird. Anyways. Another thing that I love doing, not even just for the new year, but just in general, is decluttering your space. Okay, get rid of the stuff that you don't use anymore. Get rid of the stuff that's just taking up space. Because that's all it's doing, is just taking up space. I think some of the big ones are your closet. If you don't wear clothes that you don't wear anymore, get rid of them. We all have a junk drawer. Okay, half the stuff in your junk drawer, you're never gonna use. Get rid of it. And obviously you want to start small, because obviously I mostly have my things in just one room versus people who have a whole house of things. So just take it a small thing at a time. And honestly, decluttering sounds like it takes a really long time, but it honestly doesn't, especially if you take small things at a time. Like say you focus on a drawer, or you focus on a pantry, or you focus on a closet. Just getting rid of stuff and just being able to either donate it, throw it away, whatever you need to do with it. Just getting rid of the stuff that doesn't serve you anymore and make room for stuff that you can get in the future. The same thing goes with people, okay? Not just stuff, but people. Because people can also take up space and take up your energy, and they may not be giving that back to you in return. If you have people in your life who are just constantly negative, constantly using you, constantly manipulating you, get rid of them. Get rid of them. Or at least create some sort of distance or set some sort of boundary, because we don't want to be dealing with that in the new year, okay? Again, when it comes to friends and people that we... Words. People that we associate ourselves with. When it comes to being able to have these people in our lives, and if they don't add any value to your life, why are they there? If you feel like someone is dragging you down, cut them off. Because then, again, we can make room for people who may actually add value to your life, or may make your life a lot more positive and a lot more bright, versus these people that are just constantly draining you. So get rid of the bad stuff. We don't want that anymore. Okay? It's a new year. Okay? We're starting fresh. We want to allow ourselves to be open for the new things, and allow ourselves to be open for new changes and new people and new things that we can buy for ourselves that actually make us happy and actually make our lives better versus not. Okay, that's it. I'm done. I don't know why I don't know, I'm really second guessing myself. I haven't made a video like this in a couple weeks. I don't know. I'm just, whatever. I think also though, when it comes to goals and things, I think it's also important, because obviously there are physical goals we could do, like working out, eating better, blah, 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 blah. But I think it's also important to focus on goals that better yourself as well. Meaning, let's say you have a lot of people pleaser tendencies. Try focusing more on yourself this year, or focusing more on your priorities and pushing others' priorities underneath yours, not putting others above you. Or trying to work on your confidence, trying to realize that what other people think about you doesn't matter. Or, I don't know, like more mental goals versus just always thinking about the physical things or the, you know, the obvious things. I think it's also important to focus on yourself again and focusing on things that you can actually improve, whether it also be just qualities that you have. Maybe you want to be able to be less introverted or be less shy. Maybe you want to, you know, practice talking to strangers, or practice presenting in front of people, or practice whatever it might be. I'm just saying that I think people tend to focus too much on like the obvious things, like your body or your health or whatever, but also focus on your mental. Focus on yourself, focus on how you can better yourself through little things. Yeah, for example, give me a second. Like, these are my monthly goals that I write every month. I write them on a piece of paper and I put them on a corkboard so that I can see them every morning. For example, some of mine are having more trust in myself is one of my goals. Okay, like less overthinking, simply observing my thoughts, like kind of detaching myself from my thoughts because I tend to get consumed by them a lot, and that kind of thing. And like I have not caring what anyone thinks of me, like mental things. That's what I like to do a lot, because when it comes to yourself and how like you can truly improve the way you live, it's how you think, it's how you act, and that all comes down to the mental. So don't just focus on the obvious things. Focus on the things that you may be scared to face, okay? That may be challenging. But again, if you have like monthly goals and you continuously try to push yourself and remind yourself, hey, I want to improve this in my life, or I want to change this about myself. You know what I mean? It's okay to want to change things about yourself, but it's also important to accept that those things are there for a reason, and to accept that that is a part of you and who you are in your history. And although it can be okay to change things, you don't want to punish yourself or make yourself feel like lesser than because you have these certain qualities that you want to change. Does that make sense? Because that's who you are, you know? You are who you are, and it's okay to want to change who you are, but you also have to accept who you are right now. Yeah. Okay, I'm done. I need some water. God. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you understood what I was saying. I hope you got something from this. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah, that's it, I guess. That's the end of the video. Have a good rest of your day. Have a good rest of your night. Have a good rest of your life. Okay? Freaking... And don't be too hard on yourself if you're not moving as fast as you want to. Because everybody works at their own pace, okay? That's just life. Do your thing. You do you, boo. You do you. I'm gonna shut up now, okay? Bye!